Kenya Airways officials say implementing social distancing post-COVID-19 would make ticket prices very expensive, making flying uneconomical and unsustainable. Officials told shareholders during the annual general meeting Friday that the airline, which has so far lost 10 billion shillings after operations grounding, is optimistic that the government will ease travel restrictions next month.
Kenya Airways passenger aircrafts have been parked at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, with the airline surviving on cargo and chartered services since March, following the grounding of passenger services by the government in efforts to contain the spread of coronavirus. In April, the airline made a bailout request of 5 billion shillings, noting to service aircraft and recurrent expenses. During an AGM held on Friday, Kenya Airways officials expressed optimism that the government would lift the suspension of passenger services across Kenya. They, however, called on authorities not to impose social distancing requirements, noting that it will make air tickets very expensive.
If we do the physical distancing, which is neutralizing the middle seat, it is going to become uneconomical and viable to fly. In fact, the air ticket will increase by between 60 to 100%, which will make it impossible for us to be able to operate, and not just us, the airline industry, to operate.
The national carrier says it has so far lost 10 billion shillings due to COVID-19 related travel restrictions, and the amount could hit 50 billion shillings if flights are grounded for the rest of the year.
Since January to date, we probably lost, in terms of revenue, around about $100 million, in excess of $100 million, which is about 10 billion Kenya shillings. We think when we estimate to the end of the year, we think we will lose probably between 400 and 500 million dollars, which is about 40 to 50 billion Kenya shillings.
Because obviously there's a limit to how much losses you can carry and continue to be a going concern. So, our plea right now is can we start flying as soon as possible, even if it is at reduced level, but any flights that we have, commercial flights, will help us a lot.
Globally, airlines have been returning to service, starting with domestic flights, as the industry awaits global service next month. Betty Kiptum, Channel 1 Business.